It's happening. Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis is finally official. UFC fans can rejoice as one of the most anticipated middleweight title fights has a confirmed date. But that's not all. Tom Aspinal isn't holding back when it comes to Jon Jones, and Joe Rogan has just revealed a wild truth about Paddy Pimblett that most fans never saw coming. Let's dive into the latest waves shaking the MMA world, starting with Joe Rogan's surprising comments on Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. On a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan shared insights into why Paddy might be more dangerous than he appears. According to Joe, one of Paddy's biggest weapons is how much he disguises his true physicality. While fans love to joke about Paddy blowing up in weight between fights, Rogan emphasized that when fight night arrives, Paddy transforms into a legitimate threat. Paddy's a big lightweight. He really is, said Rogan. I know he gets fat in between fights and he has fun with it, but he's a lot bigger than people realize. He tricks people with that silly hair and dancing. Then bam, he's on you. Rogan acknowledged criticism of Paddy's recent opponents, including Chandler, Bobby Green, and Tony Ferguson, who are all on losing streaks. But he pointed out that Paddy dominated in ways even top fighters hadn't. Oliveira was in real trouble against Chandler. Paddy wasn't, Rogan explained. He's mentally sharp and strategically better than most give him credit for. From deceptive appearances to real title shots, the drama only intensifies with the war of words between Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus du Plessis. Chimaev recently dropped an ominous message ahead of their confirmed middleweight title clash. I'm preparing for murder. A typical aggressive tone from Chimaev, who thrives on instilling fear in opponents. But du Plessis isn't biting. In a sharp-witted tweet, Dricus clapped back, mocking the statement by writing, "Wow, that's the first time I've heard that one. Shakespeare in the house." Cool and collected, the South African champ isn't falling into Chimaev's psychological games. Instead, he's focusing on his rise and the performance that got him the belt. Both fighters are undefeated in the UFC, making this an incredibly tough fight to call. Chimaev's relentless grappling and raw pressure have broken down opponents quickly, but many still question his cardio and performance in later rounds. Du Plessis, on the other hand, thrives on deep fights and dragging opponents into chaos. If the fight stretches past round 2, it may play directly into Dricus's hands. Meanwhile, Tom Aspinall is getting fed up and is not hiding it. The interim heavyweight champ just became the longest reigning interim title holder in UFC history and is not thrilled about it. Ever since Jon Jones pulled out of their scheduled fight, Aspinall has been stuck waiting. Now, reports are surfacing that Jones is asking for more than $30 million to finally unify the titles. Aspinall's response: "I'm ready to fight. I don't care about money games. I care about proving who's the real champ." The tension between the UFC and some of its biggest stars doesn't stop there. Alex Pereira, the former middleweight and current light heavyweight standout, has raised eyebrows after a cryptic post on social media. "I've always answered the UFC's call, but what I just heard makes me question if I should keep going," Pereira wrote. Fans began speculating. Was it about a passed-over title shot, a contract issue, or something deeper? Many believe Pereira's frustration could stem from Magomed Ankalaev being prioritized for a light heavyweight title shot, despite Pereira's stunning resume and willingness to take on top contenders. After knocking out Adesanya and moving up to 205, Pereira seemed destined for gold. But the UFC's silence might be testing his patience. If he walks away, it would be a massive blow to two divisions and the sport at large. Back to the action. Another huge storyline is the growing buzz around a potential super fight, Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev. In a translated video conversation with Merab Dvalishvili, Topuria broke down how he'd approach a fight with the pound-for-pound king. He focused on body shots as a tactic to stop Makhachev's takedowns, saying, "When you end combos with body shots, it's hard for him to shoot. That's how you keep it standing." Topuria respects Makhachev but believes he's got the tools to beat him. "He's a humble guy, but he hasn't fought anyone like me," Topuria said. With elite boxing, jiu-jitsu, and mental composure, Topuria is confident that he could dethrone Islam and become a star in 2 weight classes. Whether the UFC pulls the trigger on this super fight remains to be seen, but the hype is very real. Finally, Dricus du Plessis also had some harsh words for Bo Nickel following his recent TKO loss to Reinier de Ridder. The highly touted wrestler was seen as a future champion, but Dricus wasn't impressed. "This isn't wrestling, my man. It's MMA, and you found that out the hard way," he said. According to du Plessis, Bo was mentally broken in the fight. He wasn't dropped by that knee. He gave up. At the top level, you can't do that. As Dricus gears up for his war with Chimaev, his confidence is sky high, and his critiques of other fighters show that he's not just focused, he's hungry to dominate. With Chimaev versus du Plessis set, Topuria calling for Islam, Aspinal fuming over Jones, and Pereira on the brink of retirement, the UFC is on fire heading into a chaotic stretch. Every division has its drama, and every fight feels like it could shift the future of the sport.